Okay guys, today I'm going to share with you a deck that I actually uh, get the list from GameWith.com, and I combine them together with the normal one and the more combo-ish one, and this is what I come out with. So now before I actually go into every cards, I just have to tell you that there's so many combo in this deck that it's almost impossible for me to explain them all. But I'm going to try my best and show you some of them during the match. But because this deck is really hard to play and it's really luck based, I don't say this is a dominant deck, but it's really fun to play and it's really frustrating playing against. And this is the type of deck that I really like a lot. So now we are going to head into the replay, and I'm going to explain more during the gameplay. And like, share, comment the video. This really encouraged me for making more video in the future. Thanks for all the supporters until now. So let's waste no time and go ahead to the gameplay part. So now, this is a game that I play against this is a Runecraft. Yeah, I think this game I'm a bit ambitious, but I do think this kit is definitely worth it because you don't really know whether it's a golem or a normal Runecraft. So if it's golem, this 2/2 is going to do a lot of work. But if it's not, also it's still a 2/2. It's still a cool cost 2/2. It's not going to be too bad. So you can see this deck have one problem: is it draw multiple copy of Lord of Atomeme, usually causes you some troubles. But thanks to my hand, it's really hard for my opponent to actually just get rid of more of my followers. So I do think I can play the first one and might be able to play the second one as well. So my opponent just attacked a 2/2 as I expect, and this means that I'm going to do something crazy here. So of course play a 1-drop, suicide the 1/1, and then play the bone, Prince of Bone, and then use that to play a Lord, and I get 4 skeleton out of this. And I'm going to evolve the Lord, and the Lord is going to destroy his eye. The Dim Eye or something, yeah, then leave me a really strong Bob Horizons, no joke. So as expected, the opponent is going to play Levy. Leave himself empty, but just use the whole Levy to actually get rid of Lord, and we still have 3 1/1s. So if you are a vampire aggro blood player, you know you are the aggressor. Evolve your followers that stay on board phase, play more followers. So but instead of playing the 1/2, I choose to play the 2/2 because it have higher attack power, and also at the same time it just directly give 1 damage. And there's quite no point for us to actually play our Lord Atomeme here because we still have 1 evolve point, and then the Dark Conjurer is going to be a 2 followers by itself. So I really have to just hope my opponent cannot totally clear my board, because yeah, as long as he leave 1 followers, then we will be able to just evolve it, attack phased, and then yeah, still attack phase for 4, and then play the Lord, and this will just leave our opponent have no Bob presence and lethal damage for next turn, and he's already out of evolve point. So I really think this is a really good situation. I didn't really expect much risk there due to the fact that opponent is already out of evolve and he already used so many Wind Blasts before all these. So opponent just play 0 cost Daria with the 2/2 Storm followers, the Magician of Blades. So if he can pick up a spell that deal 1 damage, he might be able to deal with my followers. So this is really risky. but lucky enough we win this. So let's go to. Okay, so this is the match between Forest Craft. I think I don't really want all these because what you want to do is to interact with the early fairies. So I don't really want to keep the 1-2 that cannot attack the fairies. So I try to mulligan all of them, but I just get none of them back, which is really awkward. But luckily enough for me in the draw that I actually draw what I need. So that's not that bad. And then my opponent play the fairy. So in other cases, I think I might want to just attack face, and then if he have an ancient elf, I have my 1-2 there, so I don't really afraid of ancient elf. But I start to think about if let's say I do that, and then my opponent can just use the 2-2. Use the 2-cost removal spell to remove my removal creature, then I might be in a bad shape. But however, after I play the amulet, I realized that I have two two graveyard. I mean two shadow in graveyard, so I can only come out with 2 ghosts. So I will be able to play Atomeme next turn. So this is going to be very interesting because it will be a Mammoth Atomeme combo set, which is so big. You have turn 4 2/8/8 on the board with opponent empty field. If he still have Homecoming in 5 cost, maybe he can do it. But sorry for my opponent last game. So now we are going to the next game, and this is the game that I face Bishops, which is the Heavencraft, and I start to feel so desperate because this is the worst matchup ever in life, because we are so heavily depends on the last words. But however, and our starting hand is those 1/1 followers that have last word effect. So I just start to feel very desperate. But lucky enough, opponent don't really have early pressure, so this should be a late game deck. And well, Bone Chimera is stronger when there's no creature on board. So when I see this, I know I'm screwed because there's a deck list that when they play this, usually they play the removal spell that exile all the followers that have 2 or below attacks, 2 or below toughness, if I'm wrong. So I do feel that I might be in deep trouble here. But lucky enough that I top deck this, guys. Top deck, okay. So I just show. I'm just so happy. I just show my opponent this is top deck, bro. But there's still a misplay here. I should have evolved a 1/1 instead because the 3/3 will survive the Bob swipe, but the 1/1 cannot. So if I actually evolve a 1/1, I might have an even stronger board state. So yeah, so I just waste one of my followers. But anyway, lucky enough as well that it's a random. So he realized that, oops, I thought I can kill all your followers, but actually cannot. So he just feel like he's screwed. Yeah, and to be honest, he is really screwed because it's really hard for him to exile so many followers at the same time. And even Tamis doesn't really do anything because all of them have last words. Yeah. So now we'll be heading back to the deck list, and I'm going to show you more about all the card choices. Okay, now we are back to our deck list here. So now I'm going to talk about some card choice. So Heavencraft is a very strong and really envious. So I really want to have something to play around, and this is something that worked perfectly against Heavencraft, and you have seen it in the last game. So there's also a small combo between him and some ghost generator with the bone. So there's one game I actually tried that I played this, and then in the early game my opponent didn't kill it, and in the mid game I actually managed to play this and Bone of Priest together. So I attacked for 2, then I changed them into the and I didn't change them into the skeleton, so it is very very funny. And another good interaction is between the Bone Chimera and Urus. Of course, Urus just interact with everything. But in these few games, I didn't manage to show you this, but this is really insane. Kerberos also works well in some other games, but not in the 3 games that I choose. So the classic combo, Phantom Howl plus Kerberos is your killing key to all the deck that don't have wards. And also, even if your opponent have wards, we just have our new toys here to help our Lord Atomeme to just get in for the last few little damage. This is the reason why I think we have a very good matchup against Dragon, but in return we do have worse matchup. I mean, it just make our matchup against aggro deck slightly worse, but it's still acceptable. Last but not least, among the new cards, this card works in both situations. But unfortunately, because I didn't get a replay for my match against the Dragon, which you can actually see in as the screen card for this video. As I named it as Where is Your Bahamut, which this just kills all the Bob Wipes other than the Lightning Breath. The only way you can actually get it from it is the Lightning Breath. Also, there's another game that I actually have this in play, and I played Hector. So I happen to have a lot of followers and also a Mammoth, and then my board Dragon is just so strong, and then my opponent just cannot do anything and concede. I think that match I'm playing against Dragon and he's at 9 PP. So even by evolving the followers that can deal 2 damage to all followers is not enough, because I evolve one of my zombie. So no matter which creature he attacks, I will have enough damage to actually go to his face the next turn. So, and of course that game I won. And then I really think this deck is interesting, and I really think if you have time, you really should give it. You like the combo deck, you really should give it a try. And I think that's it for now. So if you have any deck you're interested or you'd like to see any card in action, comment, and I will see if I have time. I will definitely try. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys around soon.